Hi, Mika. Hi, Mika. Oh, I hit a button. Let's unhit that button. There we go. Hello. We're back with more of the shiny hunting tonight. I was gonna do the Nuzlocke, but I'm just really tired and I just kind of wanted to have a chill stream. So I figured, fuck it, we'll do some more shiny hunting, see how the night goes. I really need to start sleeping. It would definitely help me out a lot, but not much I can do about that. So yeah. But how you doing, Mika? What are you up to tonight? What game you playing? Atelier Emia and just going ham on random enemies. Sounds like a good night. I've never heard of that game, but if it just lets you go ham on enemies, I'm here for it. Sounds like my kind of game. That's where like I miss old school Dynasty Warriors back before they made it all complex and added a bunch of bullshit when it was just pick a character and see how many enemies you can kill. The game was a lot of fun back then. Now there's like storylines and talent trees and fucking... Yo, Squiddy, let's go. What'd you get, Squid? What'd you get this time? Swirlix, nice, Squiddy. Congratulations. I got 2 shinies today myself in Ultra Sun. I got the Wishy Washy and I got Corsola doing SOS hunts today. You need a name for him? Oh god, I'm horrible with names. And for a Swirlix. Hey, what's going on, Robert? How you doing, buddy? Welcome, welcome. But I did, the Corsola took me like all day to get. Like I was doing that chain for fucking ever. Some air fried chicken rings. Why? Wait, hold on. Rings? I'm so confused. Chicken rings? You're doing it for ingredients, then you're for creating weapons. Okay, gotcha. Dude, chicken rings is fucking wild, Robert. Why wouldn't you just do like nuggies or strips? Why rings? Oh, hello, Jordan. How you doing, buddy? And for Twitch, if you guys get confused because you're like, who the fuck is he talking to? I'm also streaming on YouTube. So occasionally I'm going to be responding to chats you don't see. Fuck you, GB. But how you doing tonight, buddy? But yeah, so to recap, I got Shiny Wishy Washy and Shiny Corsola today in Ultra Sun. So our living dex is up to 928. 928. Ghostlin, what's going on, buddy? I started doing it this like in the last couple of days, like this week. I started doing dual streams on YouTube and Twitch. You got Devil May Cry 5 today. Nice. You enjoying the game there, GB? Robert, I love this shiny. I cannot wait to get it. Doublade is such a good shiny. And then I started working. I found a I've been doing Yveltal DAs as well off stream, but I already have the shiny Yveltal. I don't need the Bacon Bird. The path has Confergigas on it, and that's the shiny I need. And I don't want to do 2 Yamask Masuda hunts and then to evolve it, so all right, Ghostlin. Make sure to drop a like on the stream before you switch over, though. Help me out. After the anime made you want to play the game, gotcha. Feels good to be back. Well, how you doing, Ghostly? No, I'm trying to expand a little bit, you know, do a little more. So yeah, I've been trying to do some YouTube stream, do the dual stuff, see if I can build the audience a little more, get a little more going for me, you know. Hasn't been nothing's happening yet, but it's also like I'm just randomly streaming on YouTube. It's not like I already have a following there or anything. I'm just hoping people find me. So yeah. You've been playing way too much Minecraft. They're doing a crap ton of art, which is, yeah, you've been sharing the art, Ghostly. You've been looking, yeah, the art's been looking better, dude. I can tell you've been practicing. Friggin' Elite Eric managed to convince Book to try Minecraft, so that's going interesting. She's been doing some really random shit lately with him. It's nice though, she's like made friends now. And so she's been like leaving me alone more, and that's always nice. Buying the new moves reminds you of Bayonetta, kinda. I haven't played Devil May Cry, so I don't know, but it would make sense. Like when things get popular, you see other people try to like, you see like a lot of inspiration from it and other stuff. You know what I mean? You're on a mega base on a dead server you played with your friends. Aw, dude, those are always sad when you go back to like dead servers like that. The Minecraft movie was meh. I've heard, I mean, anybody I know that's really into Minecraft is like the movie, so. Ooh, dude, a cookies and cream milkshake sounds so fucking good right now. But yeah, I almost did, I thought about doing Yveltal DAs tonight. Just for shits and giggles, but I decided not to. We'll do that another night. Chicken jockey. Dude, I was seeing something about like a chicken jockey trend and it like screwing with the movie theaters. What the hell is that all about? You enjoyed it, but it was basically a middle-aged man naming things for 2 hours. That's a interesting plot for a movie, that's for sure. Definitely not my cup of tea, but hey. Your after school was a choice. A Mountain Dew Kickstart and 2 hot dogs from 7. I mean, dude, a Mountain Dew and some gas station hot dogs is not a bad lunch. Whenever you said a line from the trailers, they cheered. Dude, I've heard like the crowds for the Minecraft movies have been pretty wild, with people just kind of being stupid like that. It kind of makes me glad it's, you know, nothing I had any interest in from the start. Although I will say, due to other friends of mine playing a lot of Minecraft, I have at least had the thought of trying it recently. Like, I don't know that I will, but I've at least given consideration to trying it, which I've never even considered previously, so my friends are starting to rub off on me. It's a movie that's best watched unsober. One of those movies, huh? Well, I mean, if we're being honest though, like, video game movies never really do well. Like, the Resident Evil movies are like one of the few like outliers where it's a like video game movie that did really well. They typically kind of are meh. Also, guys, how's the music volume tonight? I've got a different music player going tonight, so I don't know how the audio is. Just loud enough? Thank you, Robert. Gonna make a Red Dead movie, and Keanu is gonna be Arthur Morgan. So Red Dead Redemption's one of those games where, like, I feel like if they bring the right people in for the script and the set creation and stuff, they could make a really good movie. It's just going to be a question of, do they bring the right people in to, like, create everything for the movie? You know what I mean? Like, it not just actors, like, because they always do it. They make a video movie, and they bring in, you know, a big name actor, and they think the actor's going to draw people to the movie. You know what I mean? They'll put The Rock in, because everybody loves The Rock, and it's like, meh. The only video game movie you ever watched was Mario. I mean, the Mario movie was actually pretty good, though. You never really watched the Sonic? I haven't watched the Sonic ones. You don't know video game movies? Been all right recently. Hollywood mainly goes for making video game movies, family movies. Yeah. I mean, they've been doing a good job of, like, picking the right games that are, like, very easy to turn into a movie. You know what I mean? Like, they've been doing a good job with that lately. But for a while there was like a run of like a decade where every video game movie was just a bust. And it's because they always do the same thing. They make the movies super generic, they bring in some big name actors, and they think that's all they need to do to make the movie work, you know? And in some instances it does, right? Like, you know, the Mario movie, that's really all you needed to do. Sonic, at least, when they listened to the outrage when the initial clips came out and everybody freaked out over how Sonic looked, and they were like, all right, that's our bad, you know, we'll fix it. The biggest mess up for the Minecraft is being live action. I don't know why that's such a thing lately with movies where, like, They're trying to do live action everything. Like, they're not wanting to do any kind of animated, like, you know, Disney redoing all the old animated movies in live action instead of just redoing them with like modern animation, you know? And like, you know, the Mario movie being live action, stuff like that. Like, it's just super weird how everything's become like live action now. It's just a weird, like, trend that Hollywood's been on the last few years of like, we don't want to do anything animated. How are your chicken rings, Robert? Jack Black and Jason Momoa's chemistry kind of carried the movie. But it was mainly just a ragtag group of heroes saved the world. I mean, but that's basically video game plots, right? Like, oh, random person and his friends go out and save the world. I mean, any game could be a good movie because most games follow the same kind of formula that a movie does, right? Like, you've got a character. The character gets chosen for some mission. They go out on the mission and they make a bunch of friends along the way. And then they save the princess and blah, 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 blah. We need to mine and craft. Let's... So you're saying the dialogue wasn't really that well thought out, is what you're saying. But yeah, like, video games are essentially playable movies, so it really shouldn't be that hard to take a game and turn it into a movie. But for some reason, they fuck it up more than they get it right. It's very confuzzling to me. They take like stuff that's like a sure hit and they manage to screw it up. Technoblade Easter egg in it. They could have done so much. Oh no, they could have, but that's the thing, is they didn't want to. They made a very generic movie that they knew Minecraft fans would go see. Like, that was their whole plan. They weren't trying to do anything crazy. It was supposed to be, you know, a 2-hour long reel of 10-second TikTok clips. He said the thing. He said the thing again. Hey, he said the other thing. From what I've heard, that was basically the thought process behind the movie. Give me live action Gundam and make it amazing, and I will no longer complain about movies. I just wish that, like, how do I want to word it, right? Like, I wish that people were more willing to take a chance, right? Because the problem is, like, you can't blame Hollywood because they're literally just putting out what people are going to pay for, right? That's it. And all people ever want to see anymore is very generic, easy to follow, you know, little bit of laugh, a little bit of action, a little bit of romance, go home. Yeah, exactly, Ghostly. And they don't want to, you know, so because that's how people are, the, you know, production companies don't want to invest in making a movie that goes outside of the norms. You know what I mean? They don't want to take a chance, and because then if it fails, they just lost all this money. So why take a chance? Stick with what works. Jordan, if a Japanese company did a live action Code Geass, I would at least feel comfortable with it. If a US production company made a live action Code Geass, I would refuse to see it because I wouldn't want my favorite franchise to be ruined. Yeah, I would agree, Ghost. I feel like the last, like, 2 episodes of Arcane, they kind of rushed things. As much as I enjoyed the prison scene, I feel like they could have cut that out and added in a little more plot progression. You love Arcane, but you will never play League. See, I love Arcane, and even as a former League player, did nothing to make me want to watch League. or not watch it. It did nothing to make me want to go back to the game, is what I meant to say. It also didn't really make sense for oh no, it made perfect sense for her character. Like, it made perfect sense for her character, and I get what they were going for. But there was a lot of time, energy, and money put into that scene. And it was as much as I enjoyed the scene, I felt like it was an odd choice to invest in that. You know what I mean? Like, I love the scene. I thought it made sense, and I get it, but I think it would have been, they could have just implied what went on. You know what I mean? Like, you know what, like when shows do that where like two characters get together and then they cut and you don't see what happens, but you know what happens, right? I feel like they could have just done that and it would have been all right. You know what I mean? It would have done the same thing as far as progressing the plot. But just putting that much time, energy, and money into that scene was just a weird choice for me. Like, I felt like they could have saved a lot on the budget there and just not done that. But again, I really enjoyed the scene. I'm glad they put the time, energy, and money into it and included it. The prison scene in Arcane, Robert. Once everything happened with the different universe stuff, whatever that was. Well, that's the thing, is it kind of like they rushed it a little bit towards the end, and so things kind of got a little like, wait, what's going on? Like, huh? It was, oh wait, hold on, what's happening? Like, things kind of moved too fast and it became like a little bit weird trying to keep up with it. Like, okay, where are we now? What's going on? Who's this? Like, why are we here? Still very enjoyable. Like, I loved season 1 and 2 of Arcane. I thought they did a very good job overall with the show. I'm excited to see what they do in the future as far as League of Legends, like, you know, series like that. Like, I'll definitely watch them. Yeah, I think they could have slowed it down and done a 3rd season and really fleshed it out, and it would have been better. But I also understand, like, the cost of producing a show like that. It's not cheap. And so, like, I get rushing through it and just finishing it and then taking a look at, okay, from a financial standpoint, how successful was this series? And, you know, going forward, does it make sense to do any more of these? You know, do we cut back on the budget a little bit? Like, I get ending the show, but I do think season 3 would have benefited the show a lot. Overall, though, they did a really good job with it. Like, it was really cool seeing the characters that I enjoyed so much in the game be brought onto the screen like that and see their backstories and things like that. Like, I thought that was really cool to see. And then just introducing like other characters and you know, there was definitely a lot of good in it. It was enjoyable. The animations would carry the last couple episodes. They definitely, oh no, the animation was amazing. The entire series, they did such a good job on the animation. Such a good job with it. And I will say, like, watching Arcane definitely made me miss, like, early League of Legends, like, you know, season 1, season 2, back before, what was it, Tencent Games bought them, when they were still just a small indie company. Like, they went through, like, they really back in the day fleshed out character lore and gave all the characters like a whole backstory and a reason why they were fighting, and you know, they did all that, and then eventually they kind of got away from, you know, all that stuff and just started pumping out characters and saying, hey, give us money, hey, give us money, hey, give us money. And they got away from like that stuff that made the game more than it is, you know, because like the group of guys that started Riot Games that were initially working for it were just a bunch of fucking D&D nerds. Like, they literally had people on the payroll who were just there for backstory writing and shit like that. Might be a controversial take, but they shouldn't have had Vander. No spoilers, god damn it. Damn. Oh, I can't do anything about it. God damn it. Oh well. Shit happens. But yeah, no, like what I was saying, like when Riot Games first started, they had people on the who were literally just there to write backstory for the characters and stuff, and then like you used to be able to go to like the character page and read their whole backstory, and they all had, you know, links to each other, and you know, this person is this person's sister and this is their stepmom, and you know, all this other shit. And then they just stopped doing it at some point. And that was a sad day. My day's been all right. I've been super sleepy lately. Like, I haven't been really sleeping at night, and then Loki hasn't been letting me nap. I tried the last few times I've tried to take a nap in the afternoon after work. Loki's woke me up barking within like an hour of me falling asleep, and I need like a week off to try to get some sleep, but I'm not getting that until July, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. Hopefully at some point I start getting something. At least for Friday morning, I have to go to my doctor to get the equipment for my sleep study. And then Friday night, I've got to actually do the whole sleep test so they can check, make sure, you know, check for sleep apnea and shit like that. And then, you know, we'll see how that goes, but that should help. See, I wish it was that ghostly. I just haven't been sleeping. Like, I only sleep like an hour or two at a time, and then I wake up. So like, I haven't actually gone into like REM sleep and gotten a legitimate restful night's sleep in weeks, because I just never sleep through the night. The other fun thing today was I go to check the mail, and I've got a package from the VA pharmacy, and I'm like, I didn't think I had any meds. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Ghostly. I was like, I don't think I was due for any meds. And I go and open it up, and it's just vitamin D supplements. And I'm like, what the fuck was in my blood work that I did that the doctor sends me prescription strength vitamin D supplements without ever even talking to me? Just here, you need to take these. Oh, and thank you for the stretch as well. Let me try to get a good stretch in here. Okay, that was nice. Stretch out the legs a little bit. Gotta get those leggies stretched out. Vitamin D deficiency. So, while I'm at the doctor's on Friday, I'm gonna try to talk to him about it, because there's really two common reasons for a vitamin D deficiency. One is just never going outside. Like that's kind of like the more common thing, especially in like this day and age, is like you don't spend enough time outside because your body just creates vitamin D from absorbing the sun. And so that's typically like people work in offices and shit like that. They just never go out. They never get out in the sunlight, and that causes it. And the other reason there'd be a vitamin D deficiency is a thyroid issue. And I'm kind of concerned about that. Welcome back, Squiddy. Because like a year ago when I did my blood work and I had a vitamin D deficiency, it made sense to me then because I wasn't really going outside at all. Like I'd been working remote for the better part of a year and everything else. And like I really wasn't going outdoors at all. But for the last, 7 months, like I've been coaching baseball, I've been hunting a lot, like I've been outside a lot the last 7 months. I mean, probably ghostly. But yeah, for the last 7 months, I've been outside a lot. And so, the fact that I still have a vitamin D deficiency, that's enough to the point where the doctor sent me supplements and wants me taking one a day for the next year. That kind of concerns me, And it also doesn't help that like the thyroid issue would also explain like my general fatigue and like being tired all the time and not really having any energy. Like a thyroid issue kind of explains a lot of that as well. Obviously like with the sleep issue, it's hard to tell because it's like I'm not sleeping right. So where's the fatigue and the everything coming from? Like, is it coming from the thyroid or is it coming from the sleep? And then thyroid issues can also cause depression, but I have already been dealing with depression. So it's like, is it just my depression acting up or is it the thyroid issue causing the depression? And so, yeah, it's like one of those shitty things right now where anything that you would normally look at as a symptom is already something I deal with. And so it's like, is it just this? Is it this? Are they like making each other worse? Like, so yeah, I'm a little concerned to say the least. So I'm going to try to talk to the doctor Friday if I can while I'm there. And just be like, hey, why'd you send me these? And do you want to run some more tests and see if maybe there's something else going on here? Ah, damn, that Ghostly, that sucks, man. I'm sorry she's dealing with that. So, yeah, I gotta figure it out. I'll get around to it one of these days. We will see. Where are we at? All right, well, we're over halfway to odds on the doublade, which is nice. We're almost to 800, so. Ah, Dragon, that sucks, man. You've been getting those a lot lately. Do you feel like maybe you should see a doctor? Like, you've been having migraines pretty often. I feel like that's a bad thing. You don't get them any more frequently than you used to? You've always had bad migraines since your teen? Ah, okay. It just feels like lately, like, damn near every night I stream, you're having migraines. I feel like it's not a good thing to get them that often, you know? Just looking out for you, buddy. 'Tis all. It's the weather. Spring fucks with your sinuses. Nothing that can really be done. Ah, gotcha, Dragon. Gotcha. That sucks, man. That is no bueno. What do you mean low battery? You're plugged in. Hang on, my my tracking camera is having issues tonight. Hopefully it makes it through stream. Just a dramatic change in pressure. Ah, okay. Understood. That maketh a sense. But yeah, we're doing the training today on that new system at work. And like we've got 2 people doing the training who are going to be like actually using the system. And so like we have a group chat that has them involved in it so that they can ask questions while we're going through the training, you know? And so like we're going through the training today and they're both messaging in the group chat like, this system is not going to work for our business. Like, I can tell you now from what they're saying, their system's not going to handle what we do. Like, she's literally saying it doesn't do what we need it to do. And my boss said, messaged me on the side about it, and I was like, yeah, it's almost like we'd said 6 months ago that this system is not going to work for this business, and the users are going to be very angry about it and not want to use it. I don't know. Maybe that was said. I seem to recall that. Then he was like, well, we'll have to like, you know, figure out a way to make it work for him and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, pretty much, Dragon. And I was like, oh, I know. I was like, as far as with them, I'm going to do everything I can to help. Like, it's going to be impossible to get them on board and get them to work with us if they can see that we're not, like, with it and that we don't really want to be using it. So, like, kind of no choice but to try to make it work. I'm just saying, we knew 6 months ago it wasn't going to work. I'm not going to say that to them. I'll say it to you. It's so stupid. I just need to do everything I can to work through the system and continue building my resume over the next year or two, so that when the system does eventually crash and burn and they realize it was a giant mistake and they never should have done it, I can quit at that time and laugh at them. That's kind of the plan there. Because, like, I'm going to do everything I can to make the system work. It's not going to work. And I've been very vocal about that with people in my chain of command who have been part of the process of selecting this software. Like, other people that were on it were like, well, I don't think it's a good idea, you know, but like, I've been like very much blatant, like, this system is not going to work. I've been very blatant and blunt about it. I have not minced words at all. And they're like, well, you don't know about this and you don't know about that, about in the financials. I'm like, none of that matters to me. I'm not in charge of contract negotiations. I'm not in charge of, you know, fucking Oh my god. Brain fart. Like, I'm not in charge of any of the negotiations for the price or anything like that. Like, I don't do any of that. My job was simply to tell you which system we should go with. I'm telling you we should not go with this system just based on its capabilities. Well, you know, this system's this much money. I'm like, again, don't care. I have nothing to do with the financial part of it. I have nothing to do with the business side of it. I don't care that you have a better relationship with them or that they gave a better price. The system doesn't work. End of story. Like, that's it. We're done. But, you know, they would rather piss away money over the next few years trying to shoehorn our business into a system that doesn't work than to go with a system that will work. And the fucked up thing is, right, this isn't like a new lesson, right? We went through this like 8 years ago before I was with the company where they were selecting this same kind of software, and the software that everybody on the team wanted to go with was also the software everyone wanted to go with 8 years ago. 8 years ago, they said no, they didn't want to spend the money. So they went with a cheaper software that wasn't set up right. And the company said, hey, we'll work with you. We'll do this and that. We'll do whatever you need. We'll make it work. And so we gave them our business. And then guess what? For 8 years, they didn't fucking make it work. They just kept stringing us along and dicking us along, telling us, well, you know, eventually you'll be able to do that. Like, well, we can get that to be a thing, but you're going to have to pay for the development. And they strung us along for 8 fucking years until we finally told them, you know what? Fuck you. We're picking a different service. And so we went back in and looked at all the capabilities. We came back to the same software that we said the first time. This is what we should use. And again, they said, well, we're going to go with this one because it's cheaper. And even though it doesn't work for what we wanted to do, they have assured us they will make it work for us. And it's like, did you not learn the lesson already? We spent 8 years paying for a system we couldn't use properly that everybody fucking hated. And now we're going to just reset the clock, basically. So much stupidity in corporate, I swear to God. It annoys the fuck out of me. Like, I really wish I was like 10 years younger, where like being a content creator was really a viable route for me to try to tackle. Come on. Come on. Yeah. So what is everybody else up to tonight? What y'all got going on? I know Mika's playing her game. Pretty sure GB's playing Devil. Dragon's here with a migraine. Anybody else doing anything tonight? You're dying. I mean, I was hoping for something a little more positive than that. Bow, 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 bow. Oh my god, I've just got no energy lately. It really sucks. I need to fix this. This was kind of like... This was honestly a lot of what was going on like a year ago when I was on hiatus and I was like trying to make a comeback and I was like, you know, regretting my decision to walk away from streaming and I was wanting to come back, but I just couldn't do it consistently. I was kind of in the same boat as now where it's like I'm just not sleeping well and I'm just tired all the time. I don't really have any energy to like be entertaining, and it's really frustrating because it's like I don't know. It's like it's hard to I don't know. I guess it's hard to put into words, like, you know, when Scarlet and Violet dropped and I went from 15 viewers to 3, like that was just bad luck. You know what I mean? That was just people deciding to watch other streamers for Scarlet and Violet over me. But now where I've seen like a drop and people aren't showing up and stuff, it's like, this time I know it's me because I'm not being the me that I was prior to my hiatus. Like, before my hiatus, I was very active and telling a lot of stories and being funny and, you know, being entertaining. And since I've been back, I feel like outside of like shenanigans nights, I've been very like kind of mellow and boring, I feel like. Like, I feel like I used to be better at this whole streaming thing than I am now. And it's annoying the fuck out of me because I know I'm better. And I want to be better. I just don't have the fucking energy to do it lately. That and like, after 2 years of streaming like 5 hours a night, every fucking night, I've kind of run out of stories to tell. And the only people who are showing up these days are all the regulars that have been here forever. And y'all have heard my fucking stories. Y'all have heard everything. I don't have anything new to tell you guys. And there's nobody new to tell old stories to. Like, at least we had a bunch of new people. You guys could get some laughs out of their reaction to my shit. Well, thank you, Dragon. I appreciate it, buddy. I just feel, like I said, it's not like that, you know, I'm not saying I'm like bad at streaming. I just feel like I could be, like, I feel like I used to be better and I could be better than I am. And it's annoying me that I'm not being the best version of myself. Does that make sense? Like, I know I could do more and it's annoying me that I'm not. What do other streamers do? Rob a bank and brag about it online? I don't know. I don't watch other streamers. I used to watch a lot of other streamers, but like, I don't know, lately I just really haven't been tuning into Twitch as much. I don't know, maybe I need to go back to the non-Pokemon content, like when I first came back from hiatus back in November and I was doing like Hogwarts and stuff. Maybe I just needed to go back to that and just move away from Pokemon a little bit. I don't know. I gotta figure something out though. I hope I do. I want to get back to like having a active community and being able to like joke around and tell, like, be goofy and tell funny stories and stuff, you know? I need to get back to being the goofball. It's my wheelhouse. I guess it also doesn't help that I really haven't been doing much. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to have things to talk about when I fucking don't do anything, really. Well, actually, that's not even true, I guess. A little bit of both, Dragon. Like, you remember how it used to, like, before Scarlet and Violet dropped, like, chat was wild every night. But I think a lot of that was, Riley and Michelle getting things started, you know? And with neither of them ever showing up anymore, there's no, like, craziness going on. Like, I'm the type of person, like, how to word it? Like, I feed off of the energy around me and the atmosphere around me, you know? And so, like, the more, like, crazy shit is around me, the more crazy I get. And when things are just very kind of meh around me, it just kind of makes me very mad. My controllers are, like, not responding lately. Like, I hit buttons and nothing happens. Although I will say I'm very excited about getting the doublade shiny. Like, I'm really excited to get this one. This is one I've been wanting for a while, and I just never did it. I did Hone Edge and I did Age of Slash. And then I just never went back for doublade. Like, I kept meaning to. I kept saying, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that one. And then I would, like, get the shiny I was hunting, be like, all right, what should I do next? And instead of being like, oh, doublade, obviously. I've been meaning to get that for, like, 2 fucking years now. Hey, Misfit Jen, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the tavern. Happy to have you here with us. Hope you're having a good night. Boom, bam, 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 bam. Boom, 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 boom. I'm starting to, I don't know. Like I said, I think I might take a little break from shiny hunting here in the near future. Focus on finishing that Nuzlocke challenge that we got going and just do some shiny hunting content for a little bit. Kind of reset myself, you know, focus more on finishing some of the games that I've been putting off, like South Park, finishing up Baldur's Gate, playing Split Fiction with Book. Do more stuff like that for a little bit. Kind of reset myself. Might not be a bad idea. Okay, 832, 833, and 300. It's kind of like after doing Soul Rock, where like I was getting the encounters so fast, doing the reset hunts now feels so slow. Bum 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 bum. Dum ba dum ba bum bum. So apparently the guy from Nintendo said if you can't afford a Switch 2, just buy a Switch 1. That was his answer to the problem. And like, I get what he's saying and I agree with him, but also like, maybe don't say the quiet part out loud, you know? Like, maybe find a better way of saying that than it's not our fault you're poor. No, I didn't even see the doublade there. There we go. Not shiny. I like missed the doublade appearance there. I don't know what the fuck I was looking at, but it wasn't that. You look away from the screen for 2 seconds and you miss shit. Just watch Arthur. I mean, I like that idea better. That's definitely a better thing to say than just buy the cheaper Switch. Bum, bum, bum. Do 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 do. Ugh, and I'm getting no sleep this weekend either. I just thought of that. Fuck, God damn it. I didn't even think about that until now. We've got a game Saturday morning at 9. And we're the home team, so I have to do all the field prep and shit. So I gotta be there early to get the field ready. So I gotta wake up early as shit on Saturday. And then Sunday morning I'm going turkey hunting, so I gotta get up early as shit on Sunday. Oh, thank you for the shiny luck, Squiddy. It like just popped up on my thing now. That was it says 2 minutes ago, but it just popped up. Yeah, that was weird. Could redeem have a drink 27 times. Let's not abuse things so that I don't have to put like crazy limits on it like I've had to do in the past. Pretty much, Squid. I mean, if you want me drunk, just, I don't know. The better my mood, the more, like, amped up I am, the faster I drink, so. Just get me all excitable and I'll drink more naturally. Boom, 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 boom. Do a sexy dance. Oh, you guys. I still love that emote, Squid. You guys are nuts, you know that? Do a sexy dance. Hey, what's going on, Pat? How you doing? Sitting in this exact chair, probably shiny hunting Pokemon just by myself. That's where I would be without you. Don't you love that one, Dragon? Regretting life choices with DAs? What DA are you doing, Pat? It's the only sexy dance emote you have. I mean, I think it's a pretty sexy dance. That's just me. I think I got some moves on that one. Boom lightning. Oh, you're doing Yveltal as well, Pet? I'm only doing Yveltal because I want... There's a few shinies I still need, and those Pokemon tend to show up on Yveltal paths. So I've been doing that just for that reason. Bots can, dude, the bots are the worst. Like, I lost so many Veltals today just because the bots wouldn't do things that made sense and just kept throwing the runs. So stupid. Doing doing DAs with bots is bad. But doing DAs with randoms is even worse. Now what aren't you talking about? So I did a random DA with players because, yeah, I was talking about DA bots as well. Oh, you weren't. What were you talking about then when you said bots can fuck off? Because you were just talking about doing DAs, and then you're like, well, I'm not talking about DA bots. So what bots are you talking about? Oh, Pat Bando. I didn't even see the bot. Holy shit. You were quick on that one, Pat. Oh, why you said boom lightning? Gotcha. So no, I made an oopsie earlier, and I needed to do a DA that somebody else was hosting to erase a path that I accidentally reset, and I didn't want to run the path myself because it was so horrible. I didn't want to deal with it. So I ran a random with other players so I could get somebody else's path and wipe mine out, you know? And so we go through, and it said the legend at the end was a flying type, right? It said flying type. The leader had a lowland Dugtrio. I had regular Dugtrio, and then the next guy took Jolteon, and then we had a bot, right? So it says flying. And so if you don't know what it is, keeping the electric type is a good idea. So I'm fully on board with the third guy keeping Jolteon the whole way. Sounds like a good idea, right? We get to we get through the path. I end up swapping out my Dugtrio for Credilli, right? Because I figured having rock moves against the flying type is a good idea. We get to the last Pokemon before the legend, and it's Sudowoodo. Now, the leader has a Dugtrio against the flying type, and he's got like 20% health left. So naturally, he swaps out his Dugtrio for Sudowoodo, right? Nope. He keeps the Dugtrio. So now we go in. We've got a Dugtrio with 20% HP, a Credilli, and a Jolteon. And the legend is Zapdos. So naturally, first turn, the Jolteon uses his Dynamax. I'm sorry, Dragon. You get some rest, buddy. But yeah, so naturally, the Jolteon Dynamax is against the Zapdos, because that makes perfect sense, right? And then the Dugtrio, naturally, only having 20% health, gets immediately hit by the Zapdos and killed. Now, because it's Zapdos, we ended up winning. But it was just like, how stupid can you be? Why would you go into a legend with 20% health when you had the option of getting a new one that would still be super effective? And why would you Dynamax Jolteon into Zapdos instead of letting the ground or rock type Dynamax? Like, the fucking thought process in these players is non-existent. Yeah, in that instance, probably nothing. It would have been a huge pain in the ass for me to try to fucking ban them myself, because my current setup doesn't really allow me to do it. No one thinks, Pat. No one thinks. You could have just left it there. But like, I know, like, so many people complain about like the bots and DAs. and I still stand by it, other players are far worse to have on your team than bots. Because bots, you can kind of predict the stupid shit they're gonna do and work around it. But with players, it's really hard to, like, you know they're gonna do something stupid. It's just a matter of what. Hey, what's going on, Yeti? How you doing, buddy? You're trying to set up this reset hunt and sword, and getting the Gardevoir to be in the right spot is so hard. Yeah, it is, Squid. You like really got to look at where it spawns and try to find something on the ground to like know where to save, like a flower, a patch of grass, a rock. You got to look for something to go, okay, I just need to be like 2 steps off of this. So here, actually, let me show you real quick on the doublade hunt here real quick, Squids. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Right. So if you look where I'm at, right, I've got this rock right here and like this grass patch, and it kind of V's. And so I was able to be like, okay, it spawns like right here between these rocks and up in the flowers a little bit. And so like if you look at it like that, and then you can more easily get the spot right. You just got to really pay attention to what's around you. Whatever, rock, pebble. A pebble is just a small rock. And a rock is just a big pebble. That's a burr. What's going on, Jake? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, Jake has a lot of trouble with hitting the right spot. Just ask Shy. She can tell you. Haha. Gotcha, Jake. Facts. The boulder feels conflicted. I still love that they got Mick Foley of all people to voice that role. That is great. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Nico, Nico, nee. Fuck you, Pat. I love how my like alerts are coming up late as shit. Like I keep getting the alerts pop up and it says 2 minutes ago. It's been like consistently doing that tonight. Ugh, fuck, my arm hurts. Oh, what happened there, Jake? What'd you get? How exactly did you have some good luck? Squiddy's been having some insane luck lately. You got Lunatone, a little over odds, and Baltoy 65 later. Damn, Jake, look at you go. Hell yeah, brother. Your luck is Gen 5 or lower. Yeah, Squid, anytime I get a bunch of shinies like early like that, I always get very afraid for what's coming my way. I've had it happen a few times, and I always have nightmares of it because it's like, oh god, I'm about to go 4K, aren't I? Hey, let's go, Squids. How dare you scream at me, Pat?
I'm in danger.
You're about to be in danger if you keep screaming at me. Now, Squid, try lining it up for a hunt like that, but with a Pokemon that's in the water. That's when you'll truly know pain. Ooh, unknown. Yeah, trying to line up strong spawn resets when it's a water Pokemon is... oh god. I don't know if you guys remember when I did Kingdra, it took like 30 fucking tries. That shit was brutal. Bum 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 bum. No shinies that reset. I don't know why my other Switch, the one with doublade, just takes a little bit longer to load up than the scolipede one. Like, watch here. Like, I set them both up at the same time, but like, you can already see the gap. It's only like a second or so, but there's definitely a gap in the spawn. Yeah, see? I don't know why it does that, especially when the shield file is a digital game and Sword is the cartridge, and the cartridge loads faster than the digital game. I feel like it should be the opposite. Come on. Load it. Bum 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 bum. Ugh. Oh, Jake, are we doing shenanigans Friday? I haven't heard anything from you and Jerry yet. You're down? I can't go too wild because I have to be up at like 7 a.m. on Saturday. But I'm definitely down for shenanigans. I just got to be a little more in control than usual. I can't have it be an 8 shots kind of night, you know? Sure you can? No. I've got a long ass day Saturday. I gotta be up at 7 to prep a ball field, coach a little league game. Then after the game, I'm going straight to the ranch to go turkey hunting for the weekend. Like, I gotta be at least somewhat in control Friday night. Fuck them kids. I mean, yeah, but at the same time, I've at least got to be functional. Plus, there's only like 3 games left in the season, including playoffs, so I gotta, you know, finish the season strong. And then hopefully I don't end up having to coach All-Stars. I feel like there's a good chance I will end up having to coach All-Stars, but I'm hoping I can avoid that. I'm kind of ready for a break from baseball for a bit. Get my nights back to myself for a few months before the fall season. All right, come on now, doublade. You can feel free to shine here. We're only 450 away from odds, right? Something like that. 480. You can feel free to shine at any minute now. Like, I won't be angry. I do feel like the doublade is gonna be an over odds one. Thank you again for the shiny duck squids. I can't remember the exact numbers. I'm pretty sure the last like 2 shield hunts I did were under odds. Because I know what Woobat was one of them. What was the other one I did on shield? Was it the Quagsire? Or no, it was Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet was the other one, right? That I did on shield. That went under odds. So I feel like my shield file is due to have a long hunt. I appreciate it, Squids. I do. You know what I mean? Okay, so Jake, I was doing SOS hunts today. I ended up getting shiny Wishy-Washy and shiny Corsola today. And then I found a Yveltal path that has Kofragigas on it. And so I've been resetting that as well, trying to get that shiny. Yeah, it was a good shiny day. Knocking out some of those easier hunts. Squid. Yeah, just trying to get that shiny living dex counter to grow a little bit here and there. And then I've got a couple of Scarlet and Violet hunts I can still do that'll help get that number a little higher. But a lot of the hunts I have remaining are gonna be Sword and Shield hunts, whether, you know, 1365 odds, you know, encounters or resets, or doing Masuda. I've only got a handful of the easier low odds hunts to do. I don't have many left. Hi, Book. She's been out a lot lately. She's actually been making use of her space. She's been going back and forth across that fucking cage lately. Which is really weird, because she's never done that, and she's been in there for a while. Did you just drop something? Did you just drop something? Oh, it sounded like you did.
I want to try to go to a game with like random people, and I ran away. I can't do it unless I have one, I know.
Oh my god. You're such a loser. Book's been having adventures in VR chat without having a VR headset. She's just been going into the desktop mode of the apps and going into the games. And it's so funny because like she gets so uncomfortable when like there's other people, so like she keeps going into like different lobbies and stuff, and there's like a whole bunch of people, and she's just like, I can't do it, and like quits. I mean, it works, but it doesn't, you know? Like, it works, but just not quite the way it was meant to. I need to get my VR headset working again. Probably sometime this summer. I'm going to... Once baseball season ends and I've got, like, my time back, I'm gonna take a weekend and get my garage cleaned up and organized and move my desk around a bit. Reason one is I want it so that when I do use my face cam, it doesn't show all just the bullshit behind me like it does right now. I want to set it up where there's like a normal background behind me when I do face cam. But I also want to set it up to where I have more room so that I can get my Oculus fixed and start doing some VR stuff as well. And just right now, like the space I have available isn't enough room for that. So I got some work I gotta do here in the next month or so. Try and improve my situation a little bit. I'm gonna see if I can figure out a way to like hang my shiny Mega Rayquaza plushie that I got from the ceiling. And just have it like floating behind me, you know? I think that would be pretty fun. Oh, 900s for the doublade. Doublade. I also think Scolipede shiny is underrated. Like, it's not a great shiny, don't get me wrong, like, but I think it's underrated. It's pretty good for what it is. I don't know what you heard about me, but you can't get $1 out of me. There's a duck in the chat. Quack. Quack, quack. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. La, ba, da, ba, da, 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 ba, da, 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 bum, bum. Wow. You playing Devil May Cry there, GB? No, just saying, Friday if we do shenanigans, I've got to take it easy because I got to be up super early Saturday because I have a 9 a.m. game. And we're the home team, so I'm in charge of field prep. As I was saying, if we do shenanigans, I'll participate, but it can't be like an 8 shots kind of night. And so Jake said, man, fuck them kids. I've been wanting to play more solo player games. Gotcha. I'm glad you're having fun, GB. I was saying earlier on stream that I think I need to like step away from Pokemon for a little, from shiny hunting for a little bit here in the near future. And just kind of reset myself and play some like, you know, no, like just play some games. And the 80s would rock the marching powder, then pitch a complete game shutout. Dude, that was the 80s in general, dude. Everybody was coked out in the 80s. Like like if there was a like successful baseball player in the 80s, he was definitely you know, he definitely had a little bit of that devil's dandruff on him at all times. Some of them were okay with it. Other ones, you know, went on a bender and completely missed the World Series parade. Oh, yeah, no, Yeti. The 86 Mets were all coked out. That was what I was referring to. So Dwight Gooden, after the Mets won the World Series in 86, went on such a bender that he fucking passed out and missed the World Series parade. Because he was just passed out in a hotel somewhere. I've seen some stories about them. Like that whole team was just wild, dude. They would go out after games and party until like 3 or 4 in the morning, and then show up at the clubhouse like a couple hours later to prep for a day game and just be like doing bumps in like the fucking hallway underneath, like behind the dugout, just trying to fucking stay awake to get through the game. That was a wild time. I know, like, I saw one thing on it. The fuck was his name? Keith Hernandez was like the ringleader on all of it, supposedly. Yeah, no, 100% Yeti, 100%. But yeah, there was one guy on the team that like was kind of the ringleader and got like everything like moving with that, and like got everybody hooked up, and like he said later on, like in an interview, like he feels bad about it. He's their play-by-play commentator. I didn't know that, but yeah, he said at like later on, like years later, like in the 2000s, he said he kind of, looking back on it, he feels bad about it because like Daryl Strawberry and Doc Gooden showed up, and they were like, you know, these young, they were like super young kids, like they were like, you know, fucking 20 years old, and they came from like really humble backgrounds, and like had always been like, you know, like they'd never seen any of that shit before, and they didn't know what they were getting into, and he was one that got him on it, and then they just fucking spiraled out of control, and like he literally ruined their careers by fucking like introducing them to that shit and then egging them on to keep going. Sharon Doc had great careers, but yeah, the drugs. Oh no, Yeti Straw, Doc and Straw would have been Hall of Famers if not for the drugs ruining their careers. Like the way their careers started, dude. They would have been all-time greats if they had just stayed clean and focused on the game instead of partying. But like they came from nothing. Like they didn't know what was going on. They had, you know, they were poor as shit growing up, and like all they ever knew was playing baseball, and all of a sudden here they are in New York City. They've got fucking millions of dollars. Everybody around them fucking loves them. They're the heroes of the city. They got a teammate just pushing this powder up their nose. Like it wasn't a good combination, you know? I think I told you, Eddie, I was at Yankee Stadium when Doc Gooden pitched his no-hitter against the Mariners. That was a wild fucking night. Like we were in the stands, and like we knew going into the 9th that he had the no-hitter, but like my dad was like, yeah, like they're not gonna bring him back out. Like he's thrown a lot of pitches, and I think he was at like 120 pitches through 8 innings. Like it was something wild, and my dad was like, there's no way they bring him back out. Like, yeah, he's got the no-hitter going, but there's no way he comes back out for the 9th. And dude, when he came back out of the dugout for the 9th inning, the whole stadium just lost their fucking minds. Like nobody sat down that 9th inning. The entire Yankee Stadium was on their feet for the entire end of the game. Like, you want to talk core memories. Like, that's a night I will never fucking forget. And like, not just as a baseball fan, but like as a kid, those two were like two of my favorite players. And so to like see like one of my favorite pitchers come out and throw a no-hitter like that was absolutely incredible. Yeah, believe it or not, at one point I was a kid. It was like 80 years ago, but yeah, I was a kid at one point. You also saw Babe Ruth play. He just doesn't want to tell those stories. Oh my God. You just spawned it as a 20-year-old. Honestly, I wish my 20s were way better than anything that happened previously. No, wait, hold on. I take that back. From like 17 on was pretty good. Prior to 17 was pretty shit. Although it's actually kind of funny because like when I look at it, it was like senior year of high school where like my life kind of turned around in a positive way and like things really started looking up for me. But it was also senior year of high school where the world started falling apart. And so like since then, I've been gradually improving my life and like making steps towards the better and improving things. But as I've been doing that, the world has been doing the opposite and just going downhill. For some reason, me and the world just can't get on the same page. Hey, chat, question for you guys, all right? I have a thing I've been thinking about doing for a while. And it's like a video series I want to do. I just haven't been too sure about how to put it together and what to do for it, right? But I want to do like a tips from your VTuber dad series, where I just do videos on like how to do random shit that like your dad should have showed you how to do, or that like would just be useful to know as an adult, but nobody ever bothered to tell you. Does anybody in chat have any ideas, like stuff like that? You like, if you knew how to do it, your life would be a lot easier. Just nobody's ever bothered to show you how to do it. Where do you sign up? Where's the clip? Where do you sign up for what, GB? And Jake, I'm looking for stuff that's more like YouTube friendly. Stuff that I could do on stream. No, GB, it's just like, I'm gonna post like YouTube and TikTok videos on it. I just need video ideas. Like, I've got a couple floating around in my head that I want to do. Like basic cooking stuff. Like household stuff, like how to like fix a running toilet, shit like that. How to change oil on your car, how to change a flat tire. Like just basic shit like that, that like you should know how to do. And then even some more advanced shit, like I have the tools to do it. I've never tried it before. So I want to do a video like how to how to fix a broken screen on your cell phone. How to check your oil, how to operate a grill, how to cook. All right, Squid, I see you. But yeah, like, you know, just stuff like, you know, how to like just, you know, take care of your car, how to cook a basic meal for yourself, how to do basic plumbing work, fucking, and then even more advanced shit. Like I was talking with Yeti about it earlier, like, I'm trying to think of how to, I don't want to come off too conceited here, okay? But as long as I have access to the tools required, there's very little that I can't do. Like, there's stuff that I've done and I tell people and they're like, you did that? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, where'd you learn how to do that? I'm like, I just looked it up and did it. And so I want to like look for videos like that, stuff where it's like, I have no clue how to do it. It's something I've never done, and then do it for a video and make it, you know, have it be like a, hey, don't be afraid to do things for yourself. Don't be afraid to like handle this shit. Like, it's doable. You don't need to pay somebody a ton of money to do this for you. You know what I mean? And just have it be like simple stuff that, you know, can just take a few minutes with, you know, some basic tools that are easy to find, that if you don't have are pretty cheap to get. Called you a YouTube carpenter because anything's wrong with the house, I watch 2 or 3 YouTube videos and go fix it. See, exactly, Jake. Stuff like that. Like, I want to do stuff like that where it's like, hey, I've never done this before, but we're going to go and do it today. And look at that. We've done it. It's fixed. Everything's good to go. Like, here's how I did it. Here's how you can do it. Save yourself some money. You know? But it's hard for me to come up with ideas on what people, like, would need help with. Because there's stuff that I'm like, oh, like this is like, people know how to do this. They don't need me to show them. And then I talk to people and I'm like, oh, I guess that was a little bit harder than I think it is. And most people wouldn't do that. Like my old car, I replaced the entire turbo system on my car. Like the exhaust manifold, the turbo, all the piping, the exhaust, like all of that I did on my own. How to tie a tie. See, I actually started recording that video like a fucking 1.5 years ago and just never finished it. But that was actually a video I was gonna do. But I think it needs to be a little bit more, and instead of just how to tie a tie, but like how to properly wear a suit kind of deal, I think would be a better version of that. Because there's more to it than just tying a tie that most people don't think about when it comes to like looking professional. Actually, that wouldn't be a bad one. Just like the difference between, you know, professional and business casual and like how to do it. Like, I don't know, just stuff like that. Like, just really lean into the whole VTuber dad thing. Since everybody in my chat has called me dad from day one anyway, rather than fighting it, just like lean into it and just do stuff that's going to be helpful to people. Like, I'm going to be doing my next Patreon video here probably in the next 2 weeks. And that video is going to be how I make pot roast. Actually, that actually wouldn't be a bad one, is how to, like how to do a resume and how to, handle a job interview. That isn't a bad one to do. Because that's one I know 99% of people do completely wrong. They do like the opposite of what they should do for the whole process. These are things your dad should have taught you. Yeah. You know, shit like that. And I want to make it like, how do I want to be as unisex about it as possible and not just target like young males, but have a lot of it be stuff that like anybody should be able to do. You're going for the Caterpie, the 10% on a route 2. Oh God, GB, why? Wait, there's no yeah, there is a Caterpie. That's right. I forgot about that. Why would you do that to yourself, though? But yeah, I don't know. Just like simple stuff. And like some simple stuff and some more complicated stuff. Like, I'm really trying by the end of the year to, get Llama a new computer, because he's using my laptop that I used fucking 10 years ago in college, and it definitely needs to be replaced. And so what I was wanting to do with him was build a PC together and take him through step by step, like what the parts are, what they do, how they go together, things like that. You do, Squid. But all you need to do is just change the clock back before you load the game, and it'll go back to where it was. Like, once you have the reset happening, even if the date changes, it's not going to fuck up the hunt. The only thing that might happen is, depending on the weather, you might get a different spawn when you load up the game, in which case, close the game, change the date, and when you load it back up, the right Pokemon will be there. A little more fun. You're going to be hunting all bug types. Oh, God. Well, good luck, GB. That's going to be insane, but best of luck to you. But yeah, I'm planning on doing how I make my pot roast for my next Patreon stream. So I'm already starting to try to get into some of that. The last Patreon stream we did theory crafting the Drunken Spider cocktails. That was a lot of fun to do. The problem I have right now is I bought a camera to film this shit with when I first thought of the idea like 2 years ago. And then when I stopped streaming and I moved out of the garage, I misplaced the charger for the camera. And so, yeah, part of cleaning up the garage and organizing things is trying to find that charger so I can actually do these videos. I can probably do some of them with my cell phone, so. I definitely need the camera for a lot of them though, just that the quality is there. It'll definitely help out. But yeah, when I get the money together and I do the PC build with Llama, that's when I definitely want to record us doing. Maybe even just live stream that with like building it and putting it all together. I think that would make for a pretty interesting stream. But if I do that, that's probably going to be closer to a Christmas thing. To more towards the end of the year. Actually, I just thought of that. I'm gonna need new brakes on my truck soon. I should look into that a little more. That would have to be more of like a live stream than a video though, because that's a process. Doing anything on F-150 is a process? I mean, yeah. You're not wrong. I've done a bunch of stuff though, and it's like, fuck, I wish I'd thought of this idea before, because like, I installed a fucking tonneau cover on the back, I put running boards on it, I fucking installed spotlights on it and a switch for it, like, I put underside lights on it. Those would have been cool videos to do. How to charge a car battery. Do you mean like how to jumpstart or? God, we get it. You're a redneck. Just saying, dude. Point is, I've done shit on it that could have made for good videos. Jump it or to use a battery charger. Your grandma's been struggling with how to use the battery charger for her truck. So the battery charger one can be tricky depending on what model and different things like that. Like setting it up should typically be the same, but actually using it can vary. Dino in the chat. Come on, I hit the button. Stop doing that to me. But yeah, how to actually jump start a car, that's a good one to do. I feel like that's one that not as many people know that should know kind of situation. And the cool thing is, any of the car related stuff, Llama's gonna be getting to the point here in the near future where he's gonna be learning how to drive. So I'm gonna have to teach him a lot of these car related things. And so I can literally like do the recording and the instructional part of it and have him actually do the work. Aw, Squiddy's out of Jello. Dude, outside of Jello shots, I can't remember the last time I just ate Jello. Boom, boom. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, bow. Bum, 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 bow. Ba-na-na-na-na. As long as it's by itself, I don't want them fruit chunks or whipped cream. Dude, I'm with you. I hate when there's like chunks of fruit in the Jello. Like, no, if I'm eating Jello, I don't want fucking chunks of stuff in it. It just throws off the texture to me. It does. I don't know why people like that. The two textures of like Jello and then pieces of fruit. It's not a good combination to me. I'm not a fan. All right. Can we get the doublade by 1,000? Looks like we'll be coming back to both these hunts tomorrow at the rate things are going here. It'd be nice to end one of these hunts today. That would be nice. And then probably trying to think. In like 2 weeks when I've got my weekends back to myself mostly, I'll start doing some of the Scarlet and Violet hunts and different things like that that I've still got floating around. Try to get us up to 950 here in the near future. I'm trying to think how many hunts I have that I can get done fairly quickly. I don't think I've got 22 left though. I don't know that I can get to 950 by the end of the month. I'd like to, but I just don't know that it's doable. I'd have to start hitting some really good luck in Sword and Shield. Bum ba dum bum bum. Bum bum. Bum ba dum bum bum. I still can't believe I called Poipole Poplio in the clip. I'm such a fucking idiot. What is wrong with me? That was so dumb. Ruined my friggin' clip. And that was the best shiny reaction I've had in a while, too. And I ruined the goddamn clip. Like the absolute dumbass I am. You're not dumb, you just take a minute. I mean, that's a nice way of saying I'm dumb. I think about things just after it matters. Like getting the shiny soul rock and then realizing, oh wait, this thing's gonna take itself out, isn't it? What did you do this time, GB? Boom. Bum 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 bum. You're encountering Nickit and Woo. Wait, you got a second encounter shiny Nickit? What is with everybody getting all these super fast shinies and I'm sitting here fucking going over odds on every hunt? But congrats, GB. That's super lucky. Bum 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 bum. I put a curse on you. That explains it. That explains a lot. Yeah. I hit a button I didn't mean to hit. All right, come on now. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. You sent it in DC? Let's see. Come on, I hit the button. Well, goddamn, GB, that hunt took me a while. Congratulations, bro. It can only be broken by kisses. Honestly, the best kind of curse. You know what I mean? The absolute best kind of curse. Hey, what's going on, Michelle? You doing all right there, Michelle? I know, the last 24 hours have been a little wild for you. Nature guesses, I'm gonna go with timid. Yeah, Michelle, I would imagine so. I would. It's bold. Ooh. Pretty good nature for a 2 encounter shiny, I'd say. Oh. Yeah, I would, I would avoid the social media stuff, Michelle. People are people, you know what I mean? Like I would avoid all the social media stuff. People tend to be pretty shitty, especially in situations like that. You know, it's like, did he make the best choices? No, obviously not. But still has family and people that loved and cared about him. You know, it's not right to publicly be saying a bunch of off the wall shit. You know what I mean? Was going for Wooloo during day weekend, and Raptor got Zygarde. I said, why not race for it? And also 2 encounters. God damn, GB. Are you sure you're not hacking? Is your username really Happy Smile? That's Jair's thing with the Game Shark. Don't you mean Action Replay? I don't think Game Shark still exists, does it? Yeah, you're probably going to be stuck on that Caterpie, would be my guess. I could be wrong, but I would assume you're going to be there for a bit. Only 11 counters on it? Oh, yeah. Well, you have fun doing that for the foreseeable future. Yeah, Squids also had some pretty good luck lately, GB. You're gonna explode. Maybe let's not explode. Maybe let's not do that. Probably not a good idea to explode. Yeah, Michelle, remember you can't send links. Did you forget this? It gets, yeah, it won't show it on your, it'll show like that it went through on your end, but in the stream it won't. It just shows 3 asterisks in the stream chat for everybody else. Yep. I need to figure out how to get the oh my god, brain fart. Like the activity feed for YouTube. Because apparently I got 2 new followers tonight and I did not know that. And I feel bad that people followed and I didn't thank them. Yeah. Facts, Yeti. Fuck chat. It doesn't give it doesn't give me the notifications and I don't know how to get them. I have like the YouTube dashboard pulled up, but it doesn't show me anything. It literally gives me no info. There's Yeti on his 83rd account. I mean, GB, I get it, but that also seems like a really bad idea since you just got the shiny. Just saying. Yo, what's going on, hi guy? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. I mean, Walsh, you're not wrong. As much as I hate to admit it, you're not wrong. Goddamn, almost to the 1,000 mark on doublade. Dude, hi guy, he be switching between his accounts here like like mid-sentence he switches accounts. Bum 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 bum. You made Michelle crash out. Come back to us, Michelle. Jeez. All right, chat's starting to spiral, it looks like. I wonder if that would work. I try a thing. Let me see if this works. Fuck you, Walsh. God damn it, Squiddy. I'm just trying to get it to where I can see my YouTube feed so that I know if I get like new followers and stuff on YouTube. Because right now I can't, like, I can see the YouTube chat, but that's it. You know? So I'm just trying to figure out how I can see on YouTube, like when I get follows and stuff live on stream. Have you tried knowing? I have, and it hasn't worked out very well. Oh, there we go. Ha. All right, I think I figured it out. Hey, if there's anybody that isn't following me on YouTube yet, can you go here and drop a follow real quick so I can test something? Unplug your brain and plug it back in. I don't know how well that would work. I feel like that would be a bad idea. Done. Nope, nothing happened. God damn it. Why is it not linking properly? You need to download some, and then you can see. See, that's what I was seeing too, Squid. But I also should be able to just see it through Stream Elements. And I'm not seeing it through Stream Elements. So it looks like I'm gonna have to do a plugin. Have you tried being better? Honestly, no. I really need to try that. I should try that. It would probably go better. Yeah, see, it's giving me all of my Twitch alerts, but I'm signed in on YouTube. That's so weird. Why is it not giving me my YouTube alerts like it's supposed to be? Is it because I'm signed in through Restream and it's fucking up the alerts on YouTube? It's the only thing I can think of. Hmm. Interesting. I'm gonna have to figure this out because I've got like a chatbot and stuff set up through Stream Elements for YouTube that's supposed to give me stuff, and it's not connecting. Speed 480, super fast shiny. Let's go. Shiny Scolipede. I wasn't even paying attention. I was busy fucking around and boom, shiny. All right, now I have to catch the fucker though. That's gonna be the tricky part. Boo this dick, okay? You saw that in the corner of your eye before me. I was fucking around with my YouTube shit. Hey, Scolipede caught. Let's go. Another one off the list. All right, guys, nature guesses on the Scolipede. Nature guesses. Hey, there we go. Did I just get, did an alert actually just work? Hey, there we go. Walsh, thank you for the follow on YouTube, or the subscription on YouTube, I should say. You get a fast shiny. You get a fast shiny. All right, guys. Any other nature guesses? Any nature guesses? So apparently there's just a huge delay in the activity feed because of restream. So I'm going to have to figure that out. Quiet, timid, bashful, hardy. And we've got lonely. We've got a lonely, shiny, no mark. Can it be gay? No, that's not an option. They don't have that in Pokemon yet. Maybe Gen 10. But we've got the shiny Scolipede. Hell yeah. Hey, Poke Princess, you just missed the shiny. But thank you, and best of luck on your Amora. Very nice. 929. They're getting closer and closer. I was not expecting the early shiny on Sword. I really wasn't. Because I just got Solrock twice in 1500 encounters. So I was expecting Sword to kind of fuck with me a bit here. That doesn't even make sense, Michelle. Must save game before something bad happens. All right, now we can put this back up. I'm gonna show this off for the rest of the stream. That was a pretty good recovery, Walsh. I'll give her credit on that one. Or actually, you know what we can do for the rest of the stream here? Oh, wait, fuck. Never mind. I can't do that. Never mind. That'll fuck up my auto counter if I do that. Can't do that. I had an idea, but it was a bad one. Bam. All right, well, we got a shiny tonight, so that's cool. I was not expecting that. Yes, it is. We're listening to Beetle the Bardcore tonight. Right, Walsh? I love this playlist. It's great for when I, like, can't play any copyrighted music. Michelle, since I'm streaming to YouTube through Restream, I can't play any copyrighted music, well, as long as I'm doing it this way. It's a fun playlist, though. I've played this playlist before. You have the madness? What makes you say that, Squid? According to YouTube and Twitch, yes. And now this is Let's Get It On. It's the tavern version of popular songs. That's what we're doing tonight for music. Michelle, I don't even know how to respond to that. Group of women who perform nude. I mean, interesting, I guess. All right. Walsh, by the way, I doubt it's gonna matter, but I added you as a moderator on YouTube. Squid. I was kind of thinking the same thing, like I want double the coffee grounds and stale water. I think we can make an arrangement on that. All right, let's see if this works. It did not work. There it goes. Cool. All right, the Stream Elements bot is now working. Look at that. We're doing tech support live on stream. Well, you're in rare form tonight, Michelle. Live tech support with your VTuber dad, Arthur Malik. Live on twitch.tv/Arthur Malik and youtube.com/Arthur Malik. I am not paying for it. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm testing it. You think I'm gonna pay before I even really confirm I want to use it? Now, once I'm gonna test this out for a little bit here. You do just buy shit. I mean, yes, that is a fair point. But I buy shit when I actually plan on having long-term use from it. Even if that long-term use doesn't end up happening, even if the use itself never ends up happening. But the plan is for it to happen. That's when I do it. Only did reruns? That's weird. So you just played old VODs? Right, but what? That's what the plan from the beginning was to use it. The plan was there. It never went into action, but the plan was there. There is no plan to use Restream for an extended period. So hence why I haven't spent money on it, because there's no plan to use it. I'm just testing it out to see how streaming on YouTube does. And if it's something I want to consider doing long term. Once I make that decision, then I'll look at whether or not I want to pay for the upgrade to Restream. Well, the problem with that is it'll fuck up the auto counter if I do that. I mean, I guess I could just do this. This is a lot of work, though. There we go. That better? Why wouldn't I use auto counter? There, is that better? I switched them around. You just wait. Use the shinydex app and try. Nah, the auto counter's better. We do auto counters around here. There, now that I've fucked up all my stuff, are you happy, Walsh? Right? What's right, Squid? Look at this guy. Using a fucking foot pedal. Fucking loser. Walsh over here trying to become a dad and being upset when people call him dad. Can you believe this guy? Warning number 2 tonight. What is with this warning shit? We can do warnings on Twitch now? I mean, Michelle, if you don't pick on the mods, they can't really be, you know, just don't give them a reason. Let's not find out, Walsh. It times you out for 5 seconds and tells you to follow the rules. That is great. That's actually really fun. I like that. Please don't abuse it. I beg of you. No abuse of power, please. Hi, guy, don't fucking encourage him. I couldn't think of the word encourage. Gotta use and abuse it will do. Wait, what do you mean the warning turned into a ban? What is going on in my chat with my mods right now? I'm so concerned. God damn, you've been around for a while, Michelle. Holy shit. Going on 3 years. Holy fuck. Summer ban. Jake's weak ass hasn't even hit 2 years yet. God damn, hi guy. 2 years, 8 months. Unfollowed. Right, Michelle? Dude, remember when you first changed it from Ken Kaneki to Sylveon Goddess, and I kept calling you Ken anyway, and Riley would yell at me for dead naming you? We've all tried, somehow we keep getting brought back. 14 underscores. Oh man, back in the day, shit was pretty wild in this channel. It's calmed down a lot, but all right, you know what? Just out of curiosity here, I've got to see this. Holy fuck. Waking up at the tavern. We've played these games before. Yeah, I've had this account for a very long time, apparently. Going on 9 years since I created this account originally. It's only been Arthur for like 3 of those 9 years, though. Half your Twitch life is with Arthur. Aw, well, thank you for spending so much time with me, Squid. Meow. All right, 11:15. We'll get to 10:50 on Hone Edge. Let's see. Is there anybody on the raid tonight? I want to see bloodshed. What's your recommendation, Walsh? I will at least hear you out. Holy shit, is Stream Elements gonna win? Is Stream Elements about to win the Battle Royal? Oh no, Stream Elements lost. Rate a super small streamer if we still have 5 or 8. Yeah. Let me see, let me find somebody. Let me do some research real quick. Oh, I might have found somebody. What do you think? All right, raid Melody. Jeez. All right, so I found another male VTuber. They've got, they're like, they look like they're brand new, but they're shiny hunting Metagross in Mystery Dungeon. What do you guys think? That sound like a fun raid? No, he's literally doing, yeah. He's shiny hunting Metagross in Mystery Dungeon DX. What do you guys think? You want to do that one? Or do you want me to find something else? Up to you, Chad. I can find somebody else, or we can just raid this guy. That's our guy. All right, let's go ahead. Raid somebody new. While I'm setting up the raid, again, thank you everybody for hanging out tonight. Always appreciate the support. Oh wait, now he's got 5 viewers. What the fuck? He just had 1. Why does he have 5 all of a sudden? Oh, damn it. Hang on. We got to find a new target. He suddenly has fucking viewers. The whole point was to find somebody without viewers. The fuck? Oh, well, fuck it. We're going to rate him anyway. Everybody else has more viewers than me. So let's go ahead and do it. Have a great rest of your night, everybody. Be very respectful for the raid. Show them some love. We're going to check them out, see what they're like. They're doing something different and interesting, right? I will be back tomorrow after baseball practice. We'll do something tomorrow night. We'll figure out what it is when I get there. Otherwise, have a great rest of your night, everybody. Thank you again, and please show some love in the raid. I will see y'all for the next happy hour. As Luigi. I'm like, I hope we get to play Repo at some point, because that does look fun. We're not playing it.
Boy, like, I feel like Repo's gonna be like that sensation for like a month.
Oh,
It's gonna die, and we're not
thank
gonna play
you. Hello.
And if we're not,
Thanks
we're
for the
not gonna
raid,
play it.
Arthur. I was saying,
Oh,
I'm like,
shit.
I've never expected to. I forgot that I have the notifications. Hello.
You got raided, boy.
I was saying, I've been hunting this thing for 2 hours. I haven't gotten anything. I forgot how difficult it is to shiny hunt in this game. I'm like, say hello. How
You
was
got
your
8
stream,
viewers.
Arthur? I'll say hello. Honestly, I love doing the hunt. I love doing shiny hunts, and I wanted to do like a bingo card. And so I found like some of the most unique shiny hunts that I could think of. And so it led me to doing kind of this Metagross hunt. Because until doing testing to get this Dragonite, I never found a shiny in this game. Honestly, it has been, it's an interesting hunt because it